We are ready to get bouncing. Day 2 of MLP Daytona by Margaritaville is here. The premier level holds court first as the challengers, quarters, and semis wait in the wake. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Championship Court. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Dominic Catalano, and man, we start our day with the premier level. We cannot wait to see what's about to unfold, but first and foremost, it's the second chance for these premier level teams to pick up a title in MLP. Who's the top dog here in Daytona?
It is. They're all chasing the Mad Drops, but Pool B is what's very intriguing to me with New York, New Jersey, SoCal, and Vegas. 2 of those teams are not even going to make the playoffs. That's crazy to say right now because, one, the Hard Eights bring back Riley Newman, so that's a huge up for them. And then you have New York, who was in the hunt last year. And it's just that pool right there, to me, is very intriguing.
Well, you talked about Riley Newman being added back in, also being added back into one of the teams we'll see here on Championship Court to start our morning in Group A. Maggie Brascia returns as you now see the Groups A, B, and C that you so mentioned. So we will start in Group A, Frisco Clean Cause versus California Black Bears. The Seattle Pioneers and Milwaukee Mashers all also residing in Group A. Group B, the SoCal Hard Eights, New Jersey Fives, the Las Vegas Night Owls, and the New York Hustlers. We then look to Group C as well, the ATX Pickleballers, Los Angeles Mad Drops, your champions back in MLP Mesa, the Florida Smash, as well as the St. Louis Shock. So all of your premier level teams starting off group play here on the second day of MLP Daytona by Margaritaville. Also, just as a glimpse as we get ready for this matchup, we also will have quarterfinal action from the challenger level. They were in action all day yesterday, and it was incredible. 5 Dreambreakers took place on Championship Court. We had never seen anything quite like that. They closed out the day with a fantastic matchup between the Texas Ranchers and Columbus Pickleball Club. That went all the way to the Dreambreaker, and it ended up being the Texas Ranchers who booked their ticket into the quarterfinals, knocking out the Brooklyn Aces. It was wild to witness. I mean, Lee Whitwell and a Dreambreaker is always fun to watch.
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. And the funny part about it was you and I were on the call of the Brooklyn Aces versus the Atlanta Bouncers. Brooklyn won that match. They were up 3-0. They went into that last mixed doubles match. And if you guys think that that last mixed doubles match, even after you win the match overall 3-0, isn't important, just go talk to the Brooklyn Aces because they lost that last mixed doubles match. If they would have won that, they would have been in no matter what happened between the Ranchers and the Bus, but they didn't, and then they had to wait and see what happened, and then they end up getting bounced out. That is absolutely crazy because we were even on that call and we're like, oh, okay, they won it, they're fine, but then Atlanta came back.
So that was just a glimpse into the challenger level, but now it's full focus into the premier level. Yana, Grechkina, and Lina Padegimaite will get us started. They're facing off against Maggie Brascia and Andrea Koop. That ball just long from Lina Padegimaite, the Austin, Texas resident.
Andrea Koop pulling the trigger early. You see her pull that forehand. Look like she's going to go at Padegimaite. Oh, and then she goes right down the line at Grechkina. So Koop starting off pulling the trigger twice.
Andrea Koop, of course, out of Grand Haven, Michigan, was a UCLA Bruin, a national champion. There's a nice shot from Yana. Grechkina, also quite the tennis pedigree as well. Out of the University of Missouri, Kansas City, where she won 2 back-to-back championships in 2018 and 2019. Lina Padegimaite, who we've mentioned already to this point, out of Dripping Springs, outside of Austin, Texas. She returns now.
Side out, point 2.
Maggie Brascia playing the right side out of Mission Viejo, California. Some quick pressure from the BLQK, the Black Bears, as you see Zane Navratil and Matt Wright, as they are part of Frisco Clean Cause.
Maggie Brascia finishing that off. She's a welcome addition back to the BLQK Black Bears as she missed Mesa. Megan Fudge was their substitute.
Side out. Point 3. Three, 5.
The rally for Padegimaite and Grechkina.
Good dig from Grechkina back near the baseline. She like chicken wing to reset, but can't get that last one.
And out of bounds. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time for Major League Pickleball, this is one of the most unique formats. We play a team sport, so as you're seeing, 4 individuals, 2 women, 2 men on each of these teams at the Premier and Challenger level. Dylan Frazier and Federico Staksrud round out the California Black Bears. You must win 3 out of 5 potential games. We start with women's doubles. There's a big forehand from Lina Padegimaite. We will then, of course, move on to men's doubles, followed by 2 mixed matches. If you win 3 of those 4, you win the match. However, if we're tied at 2-2, we go to the infamous Dreambreaker.
Maggie Brascia playing really well so far early on. It's going to be interesting to see as Koop's taking over, but Brascia playing that assist role.
Oh my! She can do it on the forehand too.
Well, you call it right there. First one was backhand, this one a forehand. So again, her hands are so quick getting to that forehand to backhand and putting that forehand away right there.
Flick is working for. We play to 21 points. It's rally scoring here in Major League Pickleball. And right now, Brascia and Koop are just 1 away from the change of end.
10-5.
Championship court. That thing has got an extra ping and ring to it. 11-5, the California Black Bears. They came to play.
That's a good start for BLQK as they come out hot. 11-5, 6-point lead on the end change now. And again, my X factor for this match was Maggie Brascia coming in, seeing where she's going to be, how she's going to feel, if the nerves are going to get the best of her coming back as she missed Mesa. Not one bit. She's picking up right where she would have been in Mesa and playing extremely well.
So 11-5, you mentioned Maggie Brascia, quick with that Selkirk paddle in hand right now. It's popping off very nicely in a lot of those counters as you now take a look at the 2023 Season 1 Premier level standings. So this is the totality since Mesa. So you can see the total event points. That's going to become critical as we are setting up the relegation system for 2024. We have 2 seasons in 2023. 3 events are in each one of those seasons, including a season championship. And these Premier and Challenger level teams and owners are currently fighting for these points to get into the Premier level, as everyone will have the full switchover from Season 1 to Season 2. Players will be redrafted between the 2. So we could have a few shakeups as they now hit the court again. Nice reach.
Yeah, that's good pressure from Grechkina, and that's exactly what she needs to do. They need to put pressure back on Koop and Brascia because, again, Koop and Brascia were dictating pace and putting pressure on early. She is having none of it right now, and this is exactly the reason why we love women's doubles so much. These firefights are unbelievable right now early on. It's not even 9:30 yet.
Mary Brascia's on a court somewhere else.
Yeah, she is.
Part of the SoCal Hard Eights. And you mentioned Padegimaite and Grechkina wanting to change some of the tempo, be the aggressor. I'm curious, though, where are some of the areas that they could speed up? Because right now, Brascia, she's getting everything back. She's getting everything back, and what they're doing is they're trying to target Brascia, and that's not the idea right now. And it's hard to say you want to target Koop because she's got such good hands as well. There it is right there. Good spot from Padegimaite, going wider and wider so that Brascia can't even reach it. That's your answer. Get it out of her reach. Yeah, and the next thing, too, is to look at where the setup shot was. The speed up was actually a little bit of a more paced dink to the backhand side at the kitchen line of Andrea Koop. So again, they're going to that backhand side, but I like that look for Padegimaite and Grechkina. They just weren't able to execute. Yeah, and then Andrea Koop just goes right hip on Grechkina. Such a good spot. She didn't even speed it up too hard. It was probably about 50-60%, but she hits the right spot. There you go, and again, Grechkina coming in with a big backhand. Well, Koop had it set up nicely because she goes outside inside on Grechkina, but Grechkina with such good reach right there on the forehand side. Yeah, and closes that quickly. Yeah, tries to attack the backhand side of Andrea Koop. Yeah, don't go to the well too often right there. Yep. Andrea Koop's going to make in-game adjustments immediately as she just shows right there and puts that backhand away. This again, Maggie Brascia, still a student. That's what's wild. Born November 7th in 2002. She's at the University of Concordia in Irvine. So a computer science major. She's doing double duty as Frisco Clean calls a timeout and has a little bit of communication taking place as you see Zane Navratil, their top draft pick this season. Well, a good timeout here from Frisco as California Black Bears, they double them up 16-8 here. And again, this is a good start for BLQK. But again, we talk about how important women's doubles is. Now it's your first match too. You do not want to lose women's doubles right off the bat, and you do not want to lose your first match, put you in a hole. Well, here's a look at the head-to-head, 50-50. Whoa, that's almost amazing to see. Usually it's a 1% difference, if anything. So 50-50 for these two teams. As you also take a look at their team duper as well as their duper power rating. I mean, that's as close as it can get right there, Cam. But again, it's execution right now. And BLQK is out to a good start, again, with the ever so important women's doubles match. Get that victory under your belt, and it lets your gentlemen play a little looser. They're not as tight. They don't think they have to win, but they want to win, give you a 2-0 lead. But again, women's doubles is so important here at MLP. So fun to watch these four ladies go head-to-head. All in different stages and phases of their life. Lina Padegimaite, she's actually a mom. She has a 2.5-year-old son, Ajveles, who's more than likely tuning in. Means oak in Lithuanian. And a miss.
a rare miss from Maggie Brascia right now as she is on fire early for BLQK, but good timeout there for Frisco.
Dinking from Andrea Koop is just gnarly to have to face. There was one right at the feet of Padegimaite that was just cutting.
The best part about that was watching Maggie Brascia get out of the way as Andrea Koop was just taking over.
I was worried we were going to have another Jill Braverman situation.
Yes.
Grechkina two-handed backhand.
Well, that's a good ball from Grechkina. She got out of the middle there, right? As the firefight continued to pick up in the middle, she goes sideline and finds some space.
10-17. Side out. Point.
It didn't look like Grechkina's normal baseline stroke right there. Kind of short-changed it.
18-10.
Well before Padegimaite even struck the ball.
Well, I mean, and she slid left, too, to get to her forehand, so she cleared space to get on top of that ball. Such a good read, and like you said, she was in position before Padegimaite even pulled the trigger on that.
A little bit of a rainbow serve from Koop. Aggression is all flowing the direction of Brascia and Koop.
That's completely set up by Andrea Koop pulling Grechkina wide and creating that hole for Maggie Brascia to find.
20-10.
Great setup, good point construction.
It's game point. We are at the freeze. And it's out of bounds. So the Black Bears first on the board for the total match score. Game one has been completed and in the direction of Maggie Brascia and Andrea Koop.
A 21-10 victory is equivalent to in rally scoring of like an 11-2 victory. That is as much domination as you can get. You're doubling up. You're scoring 2 to every 1 for your opponent. That is a great match and a great start for the BLQK Black Bears.
Now, you mentioned the side-out scoring of traditional pickleball. This, of course, rally scoring. And it's funny, I stepped on the court after broadcast last night and played in this format. And to be honest, it was the first time I had played with rally scoring in a doubles game. And it was a different level of pressure on certain shots. It made you think twice about different things you were doing. You want to stay the aggressor, but at the same time, man, those points are going awfully quick. Now it looks like Cameron Blackwood is set. That is the third member of our crew. She's down there with our winners.
Maggie, you were greatly missed in Mesa. Happy to have you back here on the Bears. You didn't miss a beat. What was your preparation before coming here to Daytona?
Well, I was just pretty nervous today, to be honest. I was really trying to focus on moving my feet and just trying to attack the high balls. Like Andrea's been really helping me with strategy and stuff. But yeah, I know, it just worked out this morning.
We did just that. Speaking of strategy, you guys were in complete control the entire match. Talk us through the game plan you had before coming out on court.
One down, 2 to go for this one. Maggie played great. We had a day and a half of practice and just trying to get used to it. She's so good countering on that right. I think she was maybe a little nervous. She plays the left a lot, but she owned it. So I can't wait to play more with her this weekend.
Awesome. Bears go up 1-0. We're going to come back with men's doubles, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Oro Organic. plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
Dulce Vida, you are what you drink.
Oh my good Lord, what a feeling. All of this joy I've been stealing. We all need someone that can make us believe. So call me a man on a mission. I'm guilty by my own admission. Locked up but I break free. No chains could ever take me. Stop, won't stop, don't stop now.
At From With Pickleball, we believe in the power of our sport to unite a community. We have introduced hundreds of people to pickleball by funding a 10-court public facility in our hometown with leagues and lessons to make everyone feel valued. We take that same approach to our business with personalized customer service and same-day shipping from our huge inventory. When you order from With Pickleball, you're supporting a small business and a diverse community of pickleball fanatics. We have the gear you need and the service you can trust.
We now head to the men's matchup. Dylan Frazier playing alongside Federico Staksrud, facing off against Matt Wright and Zane Navratil. Welcome back to Major League Pickleball Daytona by Margaritaville. I'm Cameron Irwin alongside Dominic Catalano. You got to catch up with Cameron Blackwood as well as Maggie Brascia and Andrea Koop as they put the first point on the board for the California Black Bears. So now Zane Navratil and his partner Matt Wright look to respond here as they are looking for a win in MLP.
Yeah, they still have not won a match. They went 0-3 in Mesa, and now you have to go against two of the hottest male players in pickleball right now in Dylan Frazier and Federico Staksrud.
And Zane Navratil loves to step back and speed up off that backhand side. So fun to watch this guy, though. Federico Staksrud used to be considered a single specialist as he's been a top dog on the PPA this season in that regard. As he has a nice closeout. But it's so fun to watch him alongside Dylan Frazier. You even just listen to the difference in sound on contact from some of the dinks right now from Federico Staksrud.
Nice spot from Matt Wright again as Navratil is punishing Frazier back at the baseline, and then instead of going right back at him, Matt Wright finds the hole in the middle.
1-2.
Right at the body of Matt Wright. And Matt Wright jumping vertical instead of out of the way of that. That ball would have ended up in the 6th row.
So 3-1 now for the California Black Bears. Zane Navratil will receive now, a resident of Austin, Texas.
That is just patience at its finest from both Staksrud and Frazier. They know Navratil and Wright have great hands. They're waiting for the right opportunity to pull the trigger. Great game plan for the Black Bears early.
And again, Staksrud looking to close out quickly on an aggressive step in. Matt Wright, of course, out of Wichita, Kansas, won the 2018 Nationals alongside Lucy Kovalova. That's his traditional mixed partner. However, he plays alongside Riley Newman as well, as they continually challenge Ben Johns and Colin Johns on the PPA tour.
3-4.
You know, right there, it's not that that's a bad shot from Matt Wright, but he's trying to make something happen because right now you're seeing Frazier and Staksrud both really target Navratil. They're trying to work him and get Matt Wright out of play and out of sorts.
Oh, and that ball is 6 inches too far, so Frisco clean cause with their 4th.
But you see the ladies, Koop and Brascia, both applauding highly for that play right there because, again, that's their game plan. They're getting exactly what they want. Staksrud just got to finish that. It's a good game plan coming in here early for the California Black Bears.
Right out. Point 6. 6-4.
And Wright, no doubt, some of the best hands, even though that ball is out of bounds. He's very quick, loves to play that right side. He's got a great backhand counter.
7-4.
Nice shot, Zane.
There's a flick.
Yeah, nice little roll there from Navratil as you see him, you know, using that new Pro XR paddle of his signature paddle now.
Zane. That was elastic.
He almost got handcuffed. He wanted to play that one ball out of the air. Couldn't do it. Had to regroup.
Tough ball in the transition zone. The high slice volley.
8-6.
And you can see the game plan really taking shape, linking cross court to Zane Navratil and up the line, making him go point for point for point. And then the speed up, it's going the direction of Matt Wright. That was the first contact he had in that rally.
Yeah. But again, and when he's getting iced out like that, when he does get a ball, it almost makes him feel like he has to try and do something with it. And if you get Matt Wright into that, I may make a couple mistakes. Nice pressure right there from Wright and Navratil. I think a good communication in the middle right there. There was a ball up that Wright could have taken with his backhand. He deferred to Navratil so he could take his forehand and keep them back and pressure on.
Let's go.
Just enough of a reach. Nice drop. And there's a little communication.
Yeah. Here goes Matt Wright. He's like, let's go, let's go. Here we go. That's the last thing that BLQK needs is Matt Wright talking a little bit.
Matt Wright, of course, played tennis at the University of Michigan, was a 2-time captain and 3-time All Big Ten selection.
Nice cover in the middle there from Zane Navratil when Wright jumped out that sideline. But talk about Matt Wright going to Michigan. We were watching at the dinner last night the Michigan State-Kansas State game. He was the biggest Kansas State fan there was in the place last night. That's there for Zane Navratil right there. That reach in, he's got that. But again, too, it's the high part of the net as we change ends here.
Well, and you can really see just how far Zane Navratil is attempting to reach in, because how many times have we seen him reach and make the adjustment backwards, reach and make the adjustment backwards? So not necessarily actually hitting the volley, but he is definitely looking to take some of the time away and take the ball out of the air.
He does like to reach in and take that, but he is so athletic that he could almost reach and he's an inch from the ball and go, no, I'm not taking it. Yep. Back up, let it bounce, and then play it off the bounce. So again, a good little run here for Navratil and Wright, as you see the head-to-head here.
51-49, Staksrud and Frazier, Navratil and Wright. And you know, it's funny, I thought you were saying when you were thinking back to Matt Wright playing college tennis, there was some video circulated, I think it was back, 2003, and it was the Matt Wright puka shell or necklace and the little swagger he had on the tennis court. I was talking to AJ Kohler yesterday, and we were joking about it because he's going to play alongside Riley Newman for the SoCal Hard Eights. And I said, so played alongside Riley, what are you going to do? And he said, well, I'm just going to try and play like Matt Wright does alongside. I said, so are we getting the choker puka shell necklace out? And I'm hoping AJ Kohler found one. We are in Daytona Beach. I put some money on it, so we'll see if it takes shape.
That's a nice ball there from Matt Wright. He's got Staksrud sprinting back into the court. He goes back behind him down the sideline. Good ball from Matt Wright.
Oh, and a body shot. Left shoulder taking a little pain.
Oh, Frazier had no chance of getting out of that way. He just turned so he didn't get hit in the chest.
11-11.
French fries on the board. And a second one.
Oh, man. Here we go. And Frazier will, no matter what, he's not saying anything. He will not say anything. I don't think Dylan Frazier says a word on the court. But he's going to answer with his paddle. You know right now he's done that. He got hit twice now. He's aware of it.
Slippery from Matt Wright, who shouts that ball is out of bounds, letting him know he's come to play.
The little stare down from Matt Wright with the out call. I absolutely love it. This is MLP.
And the trek continues for Frisco Clean Cause, who has found something here in the middle of the game as we played to 21 points. So an adjustment at the change of ends, and it's all the direction of Frisco Clean Cause.
Well, and that's it. And what have we seen? Matt Wright's been involved a little too much, right? For the sake of BLQK.
I was going to say, it depends on who you ask.
Right, exactly. So BLQK needs to get back to their original plan, continue to go to Navratil, ice Matt Wright out, force him into some mistakes right now. But now Matt Wright feeling really good. He's gotten a couple more balls here on the end change, and he's made his presence felt here and given them a 3-point lead in a game that they really do need right here to even this up at one apiece.
Mircea Marario having the conversation with his team, the BLQK Black Bears. Ritchie Tuazon, the owner of that group. And actually, Ritchie's got a little help this weekend as his daughter Tess is also in tow. She's 10 years old. I asked if she could beat her dad at pickleball. She said, not quite yet, but the day is coming, Ritchie. She's put you on notice. She's currently sitting courtside alongside her dad. Major League Pickleball is a family affair. We can't wait to have you here in tow, whether you're online or in the house.
Good drop right there from Navratil, getting and working his way in, but running through the transition area and trying to play that. He's got to set his feet, reset that ball.
Staksrud was going to get it done, but it was the secondary counter from none other than Zane Navratil.
What's the athleticism? He knows that the counter's coming, so he steps back into the middle after his two-handed backhand. Such good anticipation from Navratil.
13-15. Black Bears earn 1. Uh-oh, here we go. Things are getting close. Again, we played at 21 total points. Must win by 2. The freeze becomes in effect at 20.
That is such a tough lead from Navratil as it's right at him on his two-handed backhand that he likes so much, but recognizes that ball's going to be just a little out.
So trying to slow the run is Navratil and Wright. And a solid shot from Dylan Frazier. Dylan Frazier, some of the quickest hands. His traditional partner is J.W. Johnson in men's doubles. Both of them are electric when it comes to hand speed.
So and that's twice that Navratil's got down into that scorpion position but didn't strike, right? So he gets down into it and almost thinks that that ball's going to go long, and both of them drop within a foot of the baseline.
Frazier had an incredible play, though, in the middle of that rally. Matt Wright took a shot at his right hip, and somehow he fended it off.
17-16.
Such good hands by Dylan Frazier. So just missing that back baseline, but a good answer there from Frazier. His point before he missed a forehand gimme.
17-17.
Wright trying to reach in and roll that ball.
A little too much right there. And this one's going down to the wire here.
Body shot onto Dylan Frazier that's created a few extra points on the side of Frisco Clean Cause.
Yeah, on the end change, Navratil found something he liked going right at Dylan Frazier. No love for Staksrud off the tape right there. That just rolled along. It goes out and gives the California Black Bears a 1-point lead here.
19-18.
Actually, the Frisco Clean Cause have the advantage at 19-18. And another ball out of bounds, but the California Black Bears are going to ask our official whether he saw it. However, there are some new rule changes to Major League Pickleball, and that is one of them. The official cannot give their opinion of the line play, not defer to the official, so we will head to video challenges. The 20th point is at stake for Frisco Clean Cause here as we head to our first video challenge of the day.
And this, again, obviously a big point because this will give Clean Cause a game point here at 20-18 if this stands. But again, a good answer here from Navratil and Wright as it looked like.
Yeah, that ball looks out of bounds. That's a nice shot. Now again, as you might think, well, there's a tiny smidge of that ball on the line. Well, A pickleball does not compress like a tennis ball, so it's more about the rule of thirds. So if you draw a line straight down the middle of that ball where it would contact, that would be out of bounds. A great job by our crew picking up that frame as well as that shot. And again, if you are wondering about the new rules for challenges, each team has 2 free challenges, and the important word is free challenge there in terms of each game played throughout the match.
We will proceed at 20 to 18.
So it is a game point here for Clean Cause.
20 to 18. So the Black Bears also lose one of their free challenges.
Time in 20-18.
Wright catches it and throws it over.
Just pulled the Manly Waters.
18-20.
Get the ball back and a second shot at game point. We are in the double freeze as it is 20 to 18. Zane had a beautiful combination, but even better defense on the side of Frazier and Staksrud.
He lets that ball drop just a little too low. He's got to reach in and take that at a little higher point on that trigger pull. It is the right shot. Just let it travel a little too low.
Almost the same exact thing just happened to Staksrud. And again, we are in a double freeze at 18 to 20, so you must have the serve to win a point. They're just trading side outs.
And that's a good pull in the middle from Staksrud. He's got Navratil on a dead sprint to the kitchen line. He finds that hole in the middle.
And the net court has definitely entered the conversation here for the men's doubles match, especially near the conclusion of this, the 4th opportunity for a game point. Match. We are knotted up at 1 apiece in the match score.
What a combo there from Navratil and Wright. Navratil speeding it up, but the best part there was Wright sitting middle. When you speed up, for you guys at home, if your partner's going to speed up, your pinch is middle. Right? Speed up, you pinch middle, cover that middle, give up the sideline. If they go sideline and hit a winner on her, hey, nice shot. But pinch middle, put that ball away, and that's exactly what Matt Wright did.
A fantastic job by Navratil and Wright, who are now standing courtside with Cameron Blackwood.
Matt, a very different game with the women's heading into the men's. What are the men trying to accomplish with these longer dink rallies?
Yeah, I just think with the hand speed, with some of the guys out there, you have to be very, very careful. I know I'm always battling myself. I've been playing 6 years, and I still battle myself and speed up probably too much. But we tried to stay relatively disciplined. Zane was having to hit a lot of dinks. He held up great. He was super solid. And I think Dylan and I had a front row seat for the cross-court dink battle.
And you guys seem to have success after that changeover. What adjustments were made?
I think we just made a lot of balls, and the way that these things are playing out is a couple random points here and there can help. I tagged Dylan a couple times. That helped too, so he's smiling over there.
There you have it. Frisco Clean ties it up 1-1. We are heading into mixed doubles. Don't go anywhere.
First surgery was a total knee replacement. I ended up with an infection. They were going to have to amputate my leg. That just was not okay with me. The moment I entered HSS, the care was exceptional. For somebody to tell me you're going to keep your leg, it was magical. Everything is so alive because I got my life back.
point, it's all up to me. Nothing can get in my way. And when they ask, what are you gonna do next? I'll say, I'm going.
We're going to Margaritaville!
You can go to Margaritaville too. Visit MargaritavilleResorts.com.
All right, the action is about to get back underway. So you can see Stefana Verne, who was in action for the challenger level just a day ago for the DC Pickleball Club. As we get ready for the first mixed doubles matchup. Matt Wright and Yana Grechkina are currently getting warmed up to face Dylan Frazier and Maggie Brascia. So the score is 1-1. This mixed doubles match will put one team ahead of the other. Applying the pressure, Cameron Irwin alongside Dominic Catalano. All the premiere is underway for group play. Yesterday was all about the challenger level as they will head to the quarterfinals and semifinals today. And actually coming up next on Championship Court will be one of those quarterfinals for the challenger level. Miami Pickleball Club and the Texas Ranchers.
There will be no lack of chirping in that match, especially when you have a shot at the semifinals on the line. Everyone will get their first look today at the Miami Pickleball Club and the Texas Ranchers, and you have a lot of big personalities between those two teams. Will be a lot of fun to watch.
So the first mixed doubles matchup begins now. So how would this one shake out in terms of strategy and patterns formed?
Well, you're going to see Frazier and Matt Wright both look to step in just like Matt Wright did on cue right there and goes behind Dylan Frazier. And watch for, again, like both of these gentlemen to step in and pressure at the women. But Grechkina and Brascia, two of the great hands on the women's side of things. You saw that in women's doubles. So they're not going to be scared to get sped up to.
It's only the morning, but dinner is served for Matt Wright, the dink winner.
I mean, the inside-out winner here. I mean, that's pressure on a dink right there from Matt Wright.
Man, Dylan Frazier has been playing awfully well, but he got tagged in the men's doubles matchup. You heard it from Zane Navratil.
Did Matt Wright just break a ball on a dink? They're changing balls here. I think that ball rolled underneath the bleachers, but
3-0.
It's also fun to see Matt Wright back on the left. Him and Riley Newman will traditionally switch right and left pretty frequently, so very comfortable in that regard. And actually, when they first started in their partnership, Matt Wright did reside on the left side.
2-3.
Oh, that would have been a fantastic combination, though, from Grechkina.
it's such a good shot. She pulls Dylan Frazier to the sideline, opened up the middle, just did not finish.
I like that too. Grechkina not scared to try and create, even in mixed doubles. Oftentimes, being the right-sider, your job is just to reset the ball. But at this level, you have to be able to do both. Speaking of doing both, Maggie Brascia back on cue as she was fantastic in the women's matchup.
4-4. Set up. Point. 5-4. Set up. Point.
His third there from Grechkina. Again, one of the unique elements is so many of these athletes go from being on the court to off the court to on the court. Sometimes they have to get re-warmed up. This dink from Grechkina, she's pushed off the line.
A couple unforced errors here two from Grechkina, one from Frazier. We're just continuing to trade side outs here at the moment. Not a real rhythm set yet, and right there, Grechkina thinking that Matt Wright's going to take that ball. He doesn't.
Well, that's one of the other fun elements, starting to see new partnerships take shape. These players all being drafted and finding somebody else alongside them. As you see Lina, Padegimaite, and Zane Navratil. Uh-oh.
Football.
And a football. Oh, no way. So the dig from Maggie Brascia actually becomes effective because the foot fault on Matt Wright.
And it was after he hit it. It was his follow through. He just stepped right his toe right on that line.
That is a thing of beauty from Matt Wright.
Well, what he does so well is he hoods over that forehand, and Brascia actually took a step to her right, thinking he was going to pull that, and he shoots middle. Such a good ball from Matt Wright. And another missed third there from Grechkina, and that's 3 missed thirds from her. Brascia all over that two-hander speed up from Grechkina, but just a little too big.
And Grechkina again missing a dink, feeling a little bit of the pressure there.
It just doesn't look to be in a groove right now in this first half of this game.
And Matt Wright with a quick earning.
He's in full mode right now, coming right from men's doubles to mixed doubles. He's warm, he's ready.
9-10.
Looking to get the end change on their terms.
And Matt Wright was chasing after that. He wanted nothing to do with the dinner being served his direction. He's like, Dylan Frazier, but I like it. Dylan was looking for the exact same shot, making him work.
Well, he had him moving to the middle on a dead sprint to try and recover, and then he goes backside. So beautifully done by Dylan Frazier as they take a 2-point lead here on the end change.
So 11-9 as you see Yana Grechkina out of Kansas City, Missouri, where she originally is from Vladimir, Russia, recently married as well. So she's now Yana Newell, married to fellow pro pickleball player Ben Newell, who is playing at the challenger level.
Ben Newell really spoiled the Brooklyn Aces day yesterday as he took over in that second mixed doubles match and ended up being the deciding factor in the Brooklyn Aces, finishing 7th and not 6th and not making the playoffs today.
11-9.
Back out of the switch and the missed return.
12-9.
Again, Maggie Brascia's defense is on point. And talking to Ritchie Tuazon, the owner of the Black Bears this morning, he said, I think when we've got Maggie firing like this, we're unbeatable. I think they'd be the top team in the premier level. Again, she is. You better watch out.
Well, Grechkina's trying to roll that forehand dink too much right now. She needs to kind of back off that. It's either high or she's missing it by sweeping too much and hitting it in the net. She's got to be a little more controlled right now.
Again, Grechkina firing down the line.
Timeout here from Clean Cause as they go down 15-9 right now, and it is a big hole that they need to dig out of But a good time out here, try and slow that momentum down. But again, Grechkina just getting a little high. Seems a little off right now with her dinks in cross court as Maggie Brascia is taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, doing a really nice job defensively. Maggie Brascia partnered up alongside Dylan Frazier, who's born and raised in the great state of Missouri. Still a student at the University of Missouri. He picked up his first gold medal on the PPA Tour alongside J.W. Johnson back at the Vulcan Indoor National Championships. That was a big deal for him, as all the top pros are competing. 15-9 now as they walk back to the court. So the question is, what's the conversation? Is it Grechkina being a little more patient?
It has to be. She needs to get those dinks down right now because it's getting punished by Brascia and Frazier. So let's see if there is an adjustment made here after the timeout.
Punished is the ball from Dylan Frazier.
Well, again, the adjustment right there was Matt Wright step in front and take some of those balls, but then he gets out of position and Frazier makes him pay.
There it is, and interestingly enough, Grechkina changed her speed-up location.
Well, Dylan Frazier got in the way of Maggie Brascia. She's sitting on that two-hander right there, and it goes off the edge guard of Dylan Frazier. That's a nice adjustment from Grechkina right there. Now she keeps that low. She doesn't roll it too high, and hits a great drop, puts pressure on Brascia.
A little funky as Matt Wright goes, what just happened?
There was like 3 edge guard hits in the same point from Brascia and Wright.
And I think Matt Wright just looked over to Dylan and said, sorry for the peg.
Point 17.
Matt Wright going just a little wide right there, a little too hard as he's moving through this shot. I like that from Grechkina, right? So instead of she's struggling cross court, she speeds up at the backhand of Frazier. She gets a ball that she can put away right there. She just overhits it, but I like the combo from Grechkina right there.
She's shaking her head. She's so frustrated. Grechkina has been so fun to watch this season, whether it's on the MLP or the PPA as well. Trying to find a little rhythm in this matchup.
The feel just doesn't seem to be there right now, and it wasn't in women's either, and now it's rolled over into mixed.
And that's just through both the defense, I would say. They found a seam.
Yes, they did.
Point 13.
It is all BLQK right now.
Push off foot fault from Dylan Frazier. So frequently happens. To go backwards, we all take a step forwards. Right there, the left toe of Dylan Frazier.
14-20.
So the 14th on the board for Frisco.
I mean, Dylan Frazier gets credit for the put away right there, but that's all Maggie Brascia. Such a good pressure dink to the forehand of Grechkina. She pops it up, Frazier puts it away. Great setup by Maggie Brascia.
Second chance at a game point. And there it is, off the missed return from Yana Grechkina. So the Black Bears go up by 1. Score now 2-1 in the total match score. So now it will sit in the hands of Frisco clean causes Zane Navratil and Lina Padegimaite to try and take on Federico Staksrud and Andrea Koop. Oh boy.
If you didn't think the BLQK Bears didn't miss Maggie Brascia, you're sadly mistaken, because she has been the single-handed difference maker so far here for the Black Bears.
So good. Well, we get a second chance to have a conversation with her. Cameron Blackwood is with Brascia and Frazier.
Dylan taking the Bears up now 2-1 in this matchup. Talk about the adjustment you have to make from playing right in men's to left in mixed.
Yeah, it's a little bit different for sure. The roles are a little bit different. Got to play a lot more aggressive, but for the most part, I can just keep it in play and let Maggie go to work with the forehand dinks because she was doing really well in that.
Maggie, you said you're still nervous, not showing it on court there, but how crucial is it for you to make those pressure dinks, especially in mixed doubles?
Oh, it's very important just to set up Dylan for the put away and just stay solid on the right.
There you have it. Bears go up 2-1. We are going into our next mixed doubles. Don't go anywhere.
The Pro XR Pickleball Paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
And I said, Saturday, no one's here. Right? Are you getting this? So if he wants the invoice.
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Circle. With over 40 delicious flavors and a dial that controls your intensity, Circle starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times. Circle, it's your water, your way. Try Circle at drinkcircle.com.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of Major League Pickleball. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of Major League Pickleball.
My first surgery was a total knee replacement. I ended up with an infection. They were gonna have to amputate my leg. That just was not okay with me. The moment I entered HSS, the care was exceptional. For somebody to tell me you're gonna keep your leg, it was magical. Everything is so alive because I got my life back.
Frisco Clean Cause has got to find something here against the California Black Bears as they are trailing by 1. For the MLP Daytona by Margaritaville, a beautiful venue is in place here at Pictona and Holly Hill, just off the shores of Daytona Beach and the International Speedway. So fun when you're coming and you see that beautiful stadium. We've got a beautiful stadium here, but that thing is awesome too.
If you've never been by like an actual racetrack like Daytona and you drive by it, it's so big.
It's so big.
It's so big.
Well, things are about to get awfully loud and big in this arena as well, as we're just starting in the early hours of day 2 of MLP Daytona. The stands are sure to be packed as the day continues on. Zane Navratil showing up aggressively in the first ball.
So all 4 of these players very familiar with each other, so there's going to be no tricks here, but it's going to be who can be a little more solid as Navratil, ball cracked already. First point of the game. Jeez.
And I will say too, different conditions make the ball travel differently as well. And yesterday on the court, it seems as if this thing will soar. Some of the wind also changes in effect, not necessarily here on Championship Court, but the grandstand. We've seen multiple times having to play in the wind yesterday for the challenger level. Roll.
And the first person to come out and give him a high five is Matt Wright, because Matt Wright did this exact same thing with his forehand early in the mixed doubles match.
Zane Navratil sent that thing up into the rafters. And I'm bummed I missed the call. There was a 2-course meal now for the Frisco Clean Cause. Gosh darn, it was a second slow this morning.
Oh gosh. Koop looking at the court going, "What? The ball didn't come to me. I thought it was coming right to my forehand." Ball got away from her. She checks the ball.
So 3-1 now for the Frisco Clean Cause.
3-1.
If they pick up this game 4, we would head to a Dreambreaker. Padegimaite's on that. They end up in I formation multiple times, unable to win the point, but man, they win the award for effort.
Padegimaite dug a ball at the baseline that she shouldn't have gotten. Then Navratil almost runs into Matt Wright on the sideline to get that next one.
Oh, and Andrea Koop nearly had it as the speed-ups are coming her direction.
Well, she's all over it. She knows it's coming. She knows the pull's coming from Navratil. She's played with Zane Navratil so many times. She knows every move he's about to make, so it's not a surprise. It's just a matter of execution.
Finishes with the forehand.
Well,
Federico Staksrud.
A good spot, right? It's placement over power. He finds the middle away from both Padegimaite and Navratil.
Point 5. 5-3.
The ball popped up, and I thought it was going over, but drops back on BLQK's side, and Padegimaite, Navratil, and Clean Cause take a 3-point lead.
6-3.
Padegimaite has had plenty of experience in the MLP, where she was a semi-finalist in 2022 in Newport with the 5s, and also Austin.
Point.
5-6 now.
5-6.
Making Koop play the entirety of the court is Zane Navratil with a beautiful drop.
Yeah, Koop almost there, able to get that. That's such a risky shot, because if she does get there, now you're back to a 50-50 point where you had him back at the baseline and you have the percentages in your favor.
Zane, high backhand.
Again, set up though by Padegimaite. Again, it's never the setter that gets the credit. It's always whoever gets the put away right there. But Padegimaite, such a good job of setting up her partner.
I know a little something about that.
You do, Ken, you do, coming from volleyball, right? You get no credit, right? You get none.
No credit as the setter. Got 20 years of that in my world.
6-8.
We also get to touch the ball more than anybody else, so just saying.
Yeah.
Right through the legs of Zane Navratil. They're keeping this thing awfully close, 7-8. And again, what's at stake right now? BLQK, the Black Bears pick this up. They win the match. We will play to the conclusion of just this second mixed doubles in that case. However, if Frisco Clean Cause picks up this 4th game, we will head to the Dreambreaker.
Trying to keep that streak alive here on Championship Court of Dreambreakers, because every match yesterday on Championship Court had a Dreambreaker.
momentum on display from Federico Staksrud.
We watch this little punch. Ernie on a backhand side just finds a spot. And so many people want to overhit the Ernie, right, and try and do something with it. He just finds a hole down the middle.
Grabbing a shovel, digging that ball out is Federico Staksrud.
Beautifully done again. Hey, just get your paddle on it and hope for the best, and that's exactly what Staksrud did. As him and Navratil share a laugh.
I was going to say, he's still smirking as he serves.
That's a great pull right there from Navratil as he goes right at the body of Staksrud.
10-9.
As soon as Koop hits this ball, she wants to pull it back. She wants to reel this ball back as soon as she hits it because she sees Navratil last second come over to poach that, and it's a 2-point lead on the end change for the clean cause.
Well, we saw some incredible play on the side of Padegimaite and Zane Navratil in a rally earlier in this match. We haven't actually, they didn't win the point, but we have to look back at it. It's the Pickleball United rally of the match. There was an incredible save from Padegimaite right there. And then this one, he's out of the frame. And how about that? Picking it up in I formation, and then Andrea Koop says, enough is enough, guys. 11-9.
I've had enough of this. I'm about to put this away. Navratil, I had you on the bench, and you come all the way back in. You were out of frame. We lost Zane. He came all the way back. But again, Clean Cause does take a 2-point lead here. And they're trying to fight for their lives to get that Dreambreaker in play here on Championship Court before our first quarterfinal matchup on the challenger side of things between the Ranchers and the Miami Pickleball Club coming up next.
I also think there's something at stake, too, in terms of kind of changing the narrative for Frisco Clean Cause. You mentioned it at the beginning of this matchup, still looking for their first win in MLP in 2023. As they had a little bit of a challenge back at MLP Mesa. What a good slide there. Traditionally, we talk about slides defensively, but that was a slide actually on the interior offensively from Andrea Koop.
And then you watch Padegimaite slide to the middle and think that ball's going out, and then she looks back, she looks up, and she's like, why did I not play that? It's on my forehand. Same girl right there, Andrea Koop. She knows it. A little mishit off that paddle tech paddle.
Mishits happen, Dom. Mishits happen.
Make a t-shirt. Mishits happen.
Somebody make one for me. Tough ball for Padegimaite.
She got a little too big. I like the swing right there, but she took that paddle back just a little too much. She had Staksrud back at the baseline. Just get that back up and over.
Nice job by Zane Navratil stepping on over. You like the communication between these two, Padegimaite and Zane Navratil, kind of some of the movement, knowing who's taking what in terms of how far Zane will travel to the right side of the court.
And you hear Matt Wright on the sideline, or we do, saying, nice serve, Zane. And it is important that serve has come into play over the last couple of years of being an absolute offensive weapon.
Padegimaite just taking a little too much on that as she drops down. Former tennis player at UT, University of Texas. She also has her doctorate in physical therapy from Texas State.
watch the forehand from Navratil. It doesn't come up right there. Koop expecting it to come up. A great point construction from Padegimaite.
Someone's brought a blowhorn to Major League Pickleball. There's a train nearby. We've got cowbells. And now a foghorn. Very compact from Zane Navratil. That was right on his right hip.
Navratil is the epitome of, we could use a baseball terminology of, he is a bad ball hitter, right? Just when you think that the ball is in a bad spot to take a swing at, a good hitter or a bad ball hitter in baseball will make good contact. Navratil's the same way. He takes balls from different positions where you typically wouldn't hit a ball, and he makes good contact and puts a good swing on it. And that's what you see right there. And it causes the timeout for BLQK right here.
I like that. A bad ball hitter, Zane Navratil, out of Wisconsin originally. Racine, Wisconsin, was a 3-time state champion for tennis at the Prairie School. Went on to play college tennis at UW Whitewater. And by the way, if you need some accounting or a lawyer, this is the matchup to look for. I mean, from Staksrud, you got Andrea Koop, who's a lawyer, not to mention
Matt Wright
on the other side, and another accountant in Yana Grechkina.
And Zane Navratil used to work for Deloitte.
Yeah,
right?
he's a CPA.
CPA, right.
Good start of firms with these two teams.
Not only some great athletes on court, but from some great minds as well. And a good read there from Navratil, just doesn't execute after his drop.
Oh, and by the way, Maggie Brascia is a computer science major.
I studied PE in health. Let's just go there. The PE teacher. A little different.
14-17 for the Black Bears, trying to inch their way back in. Cool low take.
It's a good ball right there. If that gets up and over, that's going to split the difference right there. Koop was pulled all the way to the sideline. I like the pull from Navratil. But here comes BLQK.
It was 12-17. It was a run of points from Black Bears. However, 18-15 now, as the run has been stopped by Frisco Clean Cause.
Padegimaite sets herself up beautifully right there for the two-handed backhand winner.
Oh man, tough ball. Padegimaite dropped it. Actually bounced in the kitchen, but came up just high enough.
And Koop with a little come on after she hits this right off the right hip of Zane Navratil. I like it. Koop feeling it. And then her and Zane share a laugh.
And again, here we go. 19-16. Frisco Clean Cause, 2 away from pushing this to a Dreambreaker. Andrea Koop with a let's go. Great shot to the backside of Zane Navratil.
Well, Navratil trying to read Koop, and he pinches middle thinking he's going to go forehand, and she goes right behind him. Yeah, and again, he goes with a little backhand Ernie and putting pressure on. Good dig from Padegimaite. Navratil almost hits that back corner.
So just within 1 now, the Black Bears.
way back here does the California Black Bears. Good run by them. And Koop and Staksrud in control.
19.
To 19. The Black Bears are now at game and match point. They were down, Dom, 12-17.
Yes, down 5, almost just down and out. And you're talking about an 8-2 run here and a huge answer by California to come back and get this. And now not only is it game point, but this is match point for the Black Bears to set them up for the rest of the day. Huge comeback, and we'll see if they can finish it here after this timeout.
So this is their first look at a game point and match point. We are in the double freeze now that we have hit 20-19. The freeze hadn't come into effect until you hit game point. So even at 19-19, you're still playing rally scoring. Again, this is Major League Pickleball by Margaritaville. The Black Bears looking for their first win in group play.
Time in, 2019.
And not so fast, so the double freeze in effect. 19-20 will remain as Frisco Clean Cause earns the ball back.
19-20.
All knotted up. 20 all. Must win by 2.
Nice pull right there from Padegimaite, setting that up nicely. Again, her and Koop are the X factors here, going cross court continuously here, waiting for that right moment.
And another side out.
A tough ball right there for Padegimaite. Staksrud goes off the tape, kind of throws her rhythm off just a little bit.
So Koop will now serve.
20-20.
We've been waiting for her to find that counter.
That's a bait ball from Padegimaite. She wanted Koop to speed that up in the middle because as soon as she saw that, she stepped to the side and puts that ball away.
Score remains 20 apiece. I love the celebration from Zane Navratil. And folks, don't you forget, Zane Navratil's wearing that hat backwards today. You better watch out.
21-20.
We're flipped now. Game point here to force the Dreambreaker.
It was a calculated attack to close out by Zane Navratil. We are going to a Dreambreaker.
Oh my goodness, Cam. I mean, we were almost done with this match in general as the Clean Cause fight off their own game and match point and get the win 22-20. What a comeback. And again, the streak is alive. Dreambreakers on championship court here this weekend.
5 yesterday, and now our first here on championship court for day 2 coverage. We head to a singles competition. Can't wait to give you the full lowdown on how the Dreambreaker functions. However, we've got Cameron Blackwood standing by with our winner, Zane Navratil, as well as Lina Padegimaite.
Zane tying it up now 2-2 heading into a Dreambreaker, but how much of a difference does it make to actually live in the same city as your partner, which is not the case for a lot of these other players?
That's great. We're able to play a decent amount together over at Dreamland, and we played some tournaments together. We have good chemistry and whatnot, and it was nice going into that match 1-2. Obviously, it would have been better to be up 2-1, but it's nice knowing that we're able to play together in a must-win. And my fiance is actually in Dallas dress shopping, so it gave me that extra motivation because she has very expensive taste, so we need to do well.
There you have it. And Lina, I want to talk to you a little bit about that bait ball that you were hitting against Andrea to set up your two-handed backhand.
Yeah, I think I was just always looking to counter that 2E. I love it, and that's my shot. And I was just, hammering it at Federico. That's the strategy.
There you have it. Clean taking it into a Dreambreaker. Cam, back up to you.
Gotta love it. To the Dreambreaker we go. She talked about the bait balls just a little bit, but also a huge congratulations to Zane Navratil. He mentioned dress shopping. Well, that's because he is soon to be married to his high school sweetheart. They've got an incredible story. You think back to, he told me once about a story that they originally went to a dance together back in high school in which he asked her out while he was not clothed, sitting on the top of her car in high school.
I've seen the picture. I can't unsee the picture. That's the problem. I've seen the picture and I can't unsee the picture.
I'm shocked she said yes.
Me too.
Not to the marriage, but only to the dance. Let's put it that way. So big congratulations to those two as the dress shopping is unfolding. Hopefully she found one awfully pretty. But as we head to the Dreambreaker now, Dom, give me a little bit of insight and tell our folks exactly how this one is going to shake out in terms of 4 players playing 4 rotations.
So the home team got to choose the order for mixed doubles, so they get that advantage. But then if the visiting team does force the Dreambreaker, they get to set their lineup here now for singles in this Dreambreaker. Will be interesting to see these lineups as they are down on court picking that lineup right now.
So it does become a singles competition. We played a 21 total points. Each of the players will play 4 points against a set lineup on the other team. So the matchups are going to take shape right now as one team responds to the other team's lineup. Cameron Blackwood is tracking those for us now. So there is potential for a man to face a woman. That's what makes the Dreambreaker so fun. And there is a ton of strategy that can shape out, as you now see. Lucy Kovalova and Simone Jardim. I'm not sure what they're watching right now. Maybe they're watching us.
Are they watching? Are we talking about them too much right now?
Oh, I don't think so. They're watching probably one of the other courts. Find out exactly. Oh, because there's a Dreambreaker out on another court as well.
Oh, that's the
I'm
fives.
looking across. I think is it the 5s and the hard 8s?
I think it is. The 5s and hard 8s are knotted up at 11 in a Dreambreaker.
At least I believe so. I'm trying to pull it up right now.
You cannot make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. We got Dreambreakers all over the venue this weekend.
As we get set for our own Dreambreaker here on Championship Court, it looks like Cameron Blackwood has got our lineups for us. So here we go. It's going to be Zane Navratil versus Federico Staksrud as we see some of the DeHart family. Maybe there's a matchup between those two. They're constantly on the court. Who knows? But we'll be back to it. Zane Navratil and Federico Staksrud for the first rotation. 4 points will be played between the two of them. Then we will move on to the next 4 points between Matt Wright and Dylan Frazier. Follow it up. It's going to be the ladies and the ladies. Lina Padegimaite versus Andrea Koop. Ooh, 2 former tennis players facing off against one another. That's going to be gnarly to think about. Yana Grechkina and Maggie Brascia will also close out the rotation. In terms of 21 total points being played. Again, Zane Navratil and Federico Staksrud will start us off. Federico Staksrud has got multiple medals to his name, both gold and silver on the PPA Tour this year in men's singles action, taking down several of the top pros. Zane Navratil also a fantastic singles player. So here we go.
Oh,
what a shot from Federico Federico Staksrud as he kisses his Perseus battle.
Well, he kisses the edge guard alone because that's exactly what he hit as Navratil jokingly rolls the ball back as slow as possible here.
That was an amazing shot. Great job, Boxcar Productions, on picking up that one.
Point one.
Just wide right there by Staksrud, and we're all tied at 1 early.
1-1.
What makes Major League Pickleball so fun, and it also challenges your draft scheme, right? You want to look at not only great women's and men's players, not just mixed as well, but you also need to find great singles players.
Absolutely, because if you get to this, this is it. I mean, it all determines your victor here.
Oh, and Zane says that ball is inbounds. Federico Staksrud calls it out of bounds, so I believe we will head to a video challenge.
Because is asking for a challenge on the out call.
Again, the call was out of bounds by the California Black Bears. Ooh, that ball looks in.
That ball couldn't be any more all over the line right there. And as we come back, that will be a 3-1 lead here for the clean cause.
Now how the challenges work, again, as there are 2 free for each one of these games, including the Dreambreaker. So if the call is overturned, the team that had been challenged loses one of their own challenges. In terms of 2 free, there are unlimited challenges, but there are only 2 without risk per se in terms of having to drop a point or not.
And then what happens if they don't have any free ones left? They start losing points.
Exactly. Now, if this also takes place as Zane Navratil is the one who challenged the call, if they win, which I imagine they will hear the challenge, they maintain their 2 free challenges.
So again, looks like this is pretty much a cut and dry challenge here, and it'll be Matt Wright and Dylan Frazier up next for their respective teams.
Andrea Koop and Dylan Frazier on the court. And again, this is where you have to switch gears completely. Doubles to singles mindset, and you're only playing 4 points at a time. So it's a little bit of a hot to cold situation for these players.
Right, and the second you feel like, oh, I'm in a rhythm, you're done. And now you got to wait for 3 more rounds to go by before you get back on. So, but that's again the uniqueness.
The out call on the court has been overturned.
As we expected, was overturned, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Frisco clean cause, as Matt Wright will be serving to Dylan Frazier. Have not seen Matt Wright on a singles court in about 10 years, maybe.
Fun.
This is awesome start for Matt Wright right there. Is again, he knows what he's doing out here. He just doesn't play a ton of singles, but he's got a game plan going in.
The veteran versus the young buck in this situation.
4-1.
I believe about 20 years of difference in terms of age. Maybe 15, we'll go 15.
You're calling out Matt Wright, aren't you?
Hey, I didn't call it out specifically. Cameron Blackwood's chuckling at me down on the court.
It's true, though. Oh, and that's such a good passing shot by Dylan Frazier. As again, he had a very small margin of error right on the sideline and had Matt Wright pinching middle.
3-4.
And dropping the paddle down is Dylan Frazier.
Matt Wright does take 1 there, and he'll take that right now against Dylan Frazier, a very accomplished singles player.
Andrea Koop with a little shout as she finds the baseline. The advantage now with the California Black Bears.
And you don't see Andrea Koop play a ton of singles either, but she is very good at singles.
Yeah.
She'll play 1 or 2 tournaments a year singles, and she's like, oh, that was fun. I'm not doing it again.
Another point for Koop, so 6-5.
6-5.
Just the first round through each of these lineups as she again finds a forehand down the line.
2 good answers in the last 2 rounds from Frazier and Koop, both going 3-1 and giving the California Black Bears a 2-point lead.
Yana Grechkina and Maggie Brascia close out the lineup as that ball's out of bounds and Yana gets the 6th point.
6-7.
Maggie Brascia was challenged with a lob. She hits an overhead and it's run down.
8-6.
Missed return, so another for the California Black Bears.
9-6.
So 2-2 between the ladies on the last rotation. 7-9 as we hit the top of the order again. It was 3-1 the direction of Zane Navratil versus Federico Staksrud in the first time through. That's just a great volley, outstretched by Federico Staksrud.
The fact that he volleys that ball and actually does something with it is amazing, right? It's such good body control. And again, that's just hours and hours of singles practice and play.
Volleying in singles is so different than volleying in doubles.
When you see a difference too between the men's singles and the women's singles, the women are typically staying back in the more ground strokes. The men, as soon as they return this serve, 9 times out of 10, they're coming up and putting pressure on at the kitchen line. Is Navratil blowing on his paddle right there because it's on fire? I mean, that is a huge forehand down the line.
There's still smoke coming off that thing. 9-10.
9-10.
And cupping that ball, Zane Navratil with a little gamesmanship, charging the net.
11-9, 1 minute.
And he's going for it right there. He had Staksrud full sprint, and Staksrud, all he needed to do is find the open area. He put a lot of pressure on was Navratil, but it's an 11-9 lead for the California BLQK Bears here on the end change. I mean, it's really as close as it's going to get here, and a good answer from Navratil and Staksrud. Staksrud losing 3-1 the first time around. Now they go 2-2, and so let's see what Frazier and Koop can do here the next 2 rounds. They both went 3-1 the first time. Let's see if Matt Wright has an answer here for Dylan Frazier.
Well, and both Zane Navratil and Federico Staksrud through the first 2 times facing one another are knotted out evenly on the scores 3-1, 1-3, and 2-2, 2-2 for those 2 athletes as we now have Matt Wright and Dylan Frazier back out on the court. It was 3-1 for Dylan Frazier the first time through.
That's just good point construction from Dylan Frazier, and again, a veteran singles player. I say veteran for the young kid in Frazier, but Matt Wright doesn't play singles, so this again, a difficult task for Matt Wright.
He's got a little twinkle toes over there as well. Didn't have to avoid the kitchen, Matt. Didn't contact the ball. But I like it anyways.
10-12.
Dylan Frazier.
13.
A great shot off of a solid drop. 13-10.
13-10.
Inside out for Dylan Frazier.
Well, Frazier goes 3-1 again on Matt Wright, and he does exactly what he needs to do. He needs to do that every single time, win that matchup with Matt Wright.
14-10.
gives his team a 4-point lead here.
And Koop keeps that ball so low, Padegimaite can't get a paddle on it. She checks the ball now, 15-10.
And why is Andrea Koop so good at singles? Because she places balls better than anyone. She knows exactly where she's going, and she can be within a foot of either sideline every time.
And it keeps coming the direction of the California Black Bears.
Unbelievable. Watch this passing shot as she doubled up Padegimaite on the forehand side and then goes backhand. There's a little flex from Andrea Koop after that. I mean, that is just great defense, first and foremost. As you said, Cam, she was up at the kitchen line in control. Padegimaite flipped it and got in control, but Andrea Koop with the passing shot.
So 3 straight points for Andrea Koop. There's 1 left to be played in this rotation. And a reminder, next up, it's going to be Yana Padegimaite versus Maggie Brascia. They were 2-2 in their first time through. Frisco clean cause, down by 7 as the California Black Bears look to get their first point and match completed in group play.
Padegimaite has to answer here. Get at least 1 point on and put it in the hands of Yana Grechkina here to do some work to get it back to the top and Zane Navratil.
17-10.
She gets her 1, but now it's up to Yana Grechkina to answer here. She's got to go 3-1 or 4-0. Has to flip this back to the top side.
The lob. It's the second time Grechkina's gone to it in this Dreambreaker.
Maggie Brascia using her length so well.
That too. A low ball from the baseline.
That's a great passing shot. Again, has Grechkina on full sprint, trying to hit that ball on the run. So difficult.
19-11.
And some help from the net for Yana Grechkina.
Rolls that right off the tape and just drops down.
There's a look at the Brascias.
A little nervous right now. Mom looks a lot more nervous than Dad did right there. She's on the edge of her seat.
12-19.
And Yana gets 1 more. So again, going 2-2. We're back to the top of the order for the 3rd time.
See what Zane Navratil can do here for Frisco clean cause and see if he can get them back in here. Down by 6.
Federico Staksrud adds 1 to the mix, so they are now at game and match point.
20-13.
I believe that ball is on the lines. Staksrud takes an extra stare at it.
That's as close as it's going to get, and Navratil didn't want to be that close. I know that.
So it's rally scoring for Frisco clean cause until they hit 18. Zane guessing wrong, so a side out for the California Black Bears. 2014 remains. Second shot at game and match point.
See if Staksrud can end this here, and give BLQK the victory. First match of the day.
Oh, not enough on it.
15. No, it's fine. No. Not enough.
Federico Staksrud having some conversation with our official here.
Wow.
Zane earns one back. So 15-20.
That ball, I did not think it was going to drop in. It does drop in the back corner.
Now that Wright and Dylan Frazier. And that finds number 16.
Uh-oh. Here comes Matt Wright putting some pressure on.
Don't say anything now, Dom. But a little rhythm on the side of Frisco Clean Cause. Using the inside out.
Matt Wright's got to have that one because now what's that do? It gives BLQK another game and match point.
20-16.
And there it is. The California Black Bears find the match victory in the Dreambreaker over Frisco Clean Cause, 21-16. Dylan Frazier with the final point.
Well, nice job there. Again, just taking care of business is the Black Bears in the singles matchup on the Dreambreaker. Frisco Clean Cause did a good job of coming back there in the end, but it's just too much from the Black Bears, and they get on the board in a very important first matchup here, and it sets the tone for the rest of their day. Because now for Clean Cause, they're in trouble. Got to win both of them to hopefully stay alive and make it to the playoffs.
Well, coming up next, it's going to be quarterfinal action as the Ranchers are taking the court. Scott Dorner, Jeannie Arokina, and Pat Smith getting warmed up as we've got Cameron Blackwood standing courtside with all four of our winners from the California Black Bears. All right, let's have some fun with them, Cam.
Dylan, I don't think you've ever played Matt before in singles, but how much more did you enjoy that versus playing him in doubles?
Yeah, it was a little bit easier than doubles, but yeah, he's tricky. Like he's got a really good forehand, so I knew like couldn't take it for granted. Got to play good to win it.
And like we said, we're happy to have you back here on the BLQK Bears here in from California here in Florida. How much does this team mean to you, and how special is it knowing you guys can pull out these big wins in the Dreambreakers moving on forward into the rest of this weekend?
I'm so excited. I mean, I had so much adrenaline during this match. It was so much fun, but I'm really thankful for my teammates. They've been very supportive of me and really good teammates.
There you have it. Black Bears win the Dreambreaker here in Daytona. We'll be right back with more MLP. Don't go anywhere.